Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, you are absolutely welcome. There's like so many of you here. I don't know where you guys are coming from, how you found this channel, but you are definitely welcome. So as you can already tell by the title, you're probably like, Geneva, what are you going to talk about today? Like, we have had enough of your V talks, girl. What are you going to lecture us about now? Geneva, we're tired of it, okay? Guys, the video that I made talking basically just a little educational on title, the video is actually titled Why Do I Smell Like Fish? That video had so many response. Majority of the comments were very positive. A lot of you guys were thanking me for that video. A lot of you guys wanted more videos like this. A lot of you guys actually took the video in a positive way, and you were all also sharing a lot of your tips with me. Like I said, share with me and I share with you. So I was very happy to see that majority of the comment was very positive, and a lot of you guys were sharing your tips and your experience with me, like opening up as well. I really love that. Very small amount were very ignorant, which I just felt like they were just being very childish. And sometimes when I read certain comments, I can always tell the type of person it's coming from, so I kind of ignore a lot of the really ignorant comments like, oh, you look like a fish, oh, you look like you smell like a fish, oh, look at your gap, oh my god, your eyes are so big, oh my god, I bet you smell down there, oh my god, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, did you watch the video? Are you learning anything from this? Like, you know, so those type of comments I didn't really like pay much attention to, but you know, I'm very happy that majority of you loved the video, and a lot of you guys send me a lot of Instagram DMs and even emails. So I decided to just come back and make a second video related to a lot of questions that I got. So I'm just going to share with you guys how to keep the kitty cat down there clean during your period so you don't smell like fish. You know, now I have to be very censored. A lot of you guys are like, well, why aren't you saying vagina on camera? Why aren't you saying blah blah blah? It's YouTube. I cannot say vagina. It picks up everything. Like, it's so sensitive that it picks up everything. So if I continue to say the V, you guys are not gonna be able to see this video. So I'm gonna say the JJ or the V. If you have a problem with this, forgive me, but I want you guys to be able to watch this video, and so I'm going to say the V instead of, because YouTube is not gonna let you guys watch this video. Okay, so let's go right ahead and jump right. So one thing I'm gonna say is basically finding the proper supplies during your period. What does that mean? Basically, we have so many varieties in this day and age that it's almost sometimes it's hard for you to even decide on what to even buy during this time of the month. Get familiar with these products and basically find what works for you, whether tampons, you know, pads. Just get familiar with what is going to work for you. For me, I like pads. I like pads because the whole tampon thing being inserted, I have there's always this thing in my mind that, okay, what if the string gets lost, or what if like something happens to the string and I can't get my tampon out, you know? So for me, I'm a pad girl. I've always been using pads since I first had my, and I think it's because it was the first thing that was introduced to me, so I've been very comfortable just using pads. But some of you might like tampons. I know a lot of ladies who prefer tampons, so because they're able to do their everyday things, go swimming, do all that stuff. I don't really even want to be in a pool during my period, so that's very important that you get familiar with what's gonna work for you and all that good stuff. Okay, now when it comes to tampons or pads during this time of the month, you know, you have a lot of odor that circulate down there, whether you want to believe it or not. 100% right. During the time of the month, your body releases a lot of things, right, including the shedding of your wall, you bleeding for a couple of days, all that stuff. It comes with a lot of smell. So when it comes to washing, this brings me back to washing the kitty cat. A lot of you guys in the other video were, well, not a lot actually, I would say maybe 20% was saying, what, not washing with soap? That is crazy, Geneva. You know, as an African, I was always brought up to always wash with, you know, you constantly have to wash with soap. But being at the age that I am, and also having medical health background, I have learned so much in the past years regarding not basically washing with soap. I know this might sound like, what? When I say not washing with soap, I don't mean if you must wash with soap, you know, by all means wash with soap. Your best bet is to use unscented soap, because the vagina is a self-cleaning system. I've said this many times. You don't need to put soap inside of you to wash. It's not a room full of roaches that you need to get roach spray and clean it. If that's a stupid example, I know, but you don't need to be inside. However, the best way is to clean the vulva. It's what you should only, if you must use soap, make sure that it's on scented soap. And even that, you're not putting the soap on the inside of you, like not only during your period, but anytime you're not putting the soap inside of you and clean the inside. You don't need to clean the walls. Your uterus doesn't need cleaning. If it can reach that high, it doesn't need cleaning. What you should be concentrating on is the vulva. If you don't know what the vulva is the outer layer of your genitals. That's the area that you should be concentrating on cleaning. And also mentioning steaming, absolutely not. I don't recommend steaming at all. Listen, your uterus does not need to be steamed, okay? The inside of your vagina doesn't need to be steamed. You really don't need to be doing all this extra stuff to keep it clean. Someone actually argued with me in the comment section saying use soap. Do you know that it's scientifically proving that majority of the women who think that they have yeast infection actually do not have yeast infection, and it's just products that they bought and showered with and cleaned down there with that actually gave them an irritation? So half of the time it's not even what you think it is. It's really honestly the product with all the lavender smell and all these amazing strawberry fragrance that you're washing down there with is giving you, is irritating your skin, and that's why you're getting very uncomfortable down there. So I keep telling you guys, if you must, you definitely want to do unscented, and you're not going inside the walls. You don't need to clean the inside of your walls, okay? So let's go ahead and move right along. Another tip that I'm gonna basically share or talk about is, changing your tampons or your pad or your DIY cloth that you want to use, whatever you're comfortable with. Yes, some women do make their own cloth, absorbent cloth. I've seen women do this. They just feel comfortable knowing that there isn't any product in what they're using during their menstrual, something that they make themselves. So yes, I'm not crazy. I know female who've actually done this. Another thing is basically changing your pads, your tampon, whatever you're comfortable using, changing them regularly. This is going to help with the smell that comes with menstrual cycle, like when we are on our period and our body is releasing all that blood, all that shedding, all that, the things that the body no longer wants for that previous month. Keeping your tampons and your pad on is definitely not the best thing you want to do. Not only are you going to smell, but you are going to introduce your vagina into infections, okay? You're going to have bacteria build up, and it's not something that is going to be comfortable or pretty down there for you. So it's just something that even you yourself, you shouldn't feel comfortable keeping on your pad for that long. You should feel a little, uncomfortable. So changing it frequently is definitely something that I do recommend to help with the odor and smell. Another thing also is maybe buying wipes. Now, when I say wipes, I don't mean get the fancy wipes that has lavender spray on it or the fancy strawberry type of smell. Everything that you're putting around that area, you want it to be unscented. Baby wipes preferably is your best bet, because baby wipes, they do have baby wipes that does not have any scent. Is very for kids. Most kids, they have baby wipes that are for sensitive skin. Preferably sensitive skin baby wipes is your best bet. Grab some of those when you use the bathroom, when you're getting ready to, if you're at work or you're outside the house and you need to change your pad or your tampons. This baby wipes comes in handy because you cannot be washing yourself because of I know everybody's flow is different. Some people are very light flow, but if you're a heavy floor, you're not going to be able to use the whole cup or spray method that I showed you guys or explained to you guys in the previous video on how to kind of spray and clean yourself after you pee. But because you're going to be bleeding, you can definitely use wipes. These wipes to wipe down yourself before you paper wipe after that, and then change your pad. This is going to help clean the outer layer of the vagina. Your vulva is going to stay clean. Even you yourself, you're going to be very, very comfortable once you do this and you place your pad back in. This is something I've been doing for many years, so I know, and believe me, that period smell, you might not smell it, but I know somebody, okay, is smelling it and they're just not going to tell you. So keep down there fresh, okay? Another tip is basically showering daily during your menstrual cycle. Now when I say showering daily, you're probably like, duh. Believe it or not, some people might not realize them not taking a shower every day or in the morning or in the night. If you can shower, now as an African, for some reason we don't believe in showering like 3-4 times. There's always this superstitious about, I don't know, my grandma used to always say this superstitious about not showering more than twice a day, but whatever works for you, okay? I do recommend showering in the morning when you wake up, and then showering when you come home in the evening before bed, because you have a flow. Your body is shedding a lot of things, okay? You cannot take one shower a day and then that's it, okay? Another tip that I love is that while you're in the shower, you can definitely do the vinegar and water trick. I just recently started doing this, and this is actually something somebody in my other video saying that the best thing to do is using the whole vinegar and water method and just basically cleaning the outer part of your vagina. Trust and believe, it works like a charm, okay? You feel squeaky clean. Just, it's such a weird feeling. I can't explain that feeling, but if you ever try it, let me know. Vinegar and water is just, it's almost like you have a plate that has like oil on it. And you know, like when oil is on a plate, it's very greasy. And then when you put soap on it, you kind of see like the oil like separating, and then when you wash it, it gives that really like clean, shiny look to your plate. And then when you wipe down the water, that type of clean that you see on the plate, that's how it almost feel like if you're looking at it from that aspect. So the vinegar and water method, whoever recommended, I can't remember the name, but thank you so much. It works like a charm, okay? Another very important thing is basically your underwear. Having clean underwear is very important. You're probably like, well, I'm on my period anyway, so let me just use old dirty underwear. No. Try to have clean underwear. Preferably, for me, what I think is such a great idea is having different underwears for different things. So for example, you know, when you just on your regular day, sexy days, and you just have different set of underwear from when you have your period. So for me, for example, I have granny panties for when I'm on my period that I use whenever on my period, and I have my everyday, you know, regular underwear that I wear. So maybe if you can't afford it this way, it's always best to just have like cotton, preferably cotton, so that the vagina can breathe. Cotton is the best type of underwear ever, especially during your period. So if you can buy cotton panties specifically for when is that time of the month, so you're not mixing, because you know sometimes even when you have a pad or tampons on, you can actually leak sometimes. And you know, yes, you're gonna wash your underwear, but keep in mind, you know, you're gonna have this leak stain on your underwear. Majority of the time, maybe it'll go away, maybe it might not go away. You might still have a little bit of fade in your underwear. So imagine having that, cleaning it, and then wearing it on a regular day when you're not on your period, you know? I mean, you shouldn't be using that underwear anyways, but you know, just being cost effectively is best if you can get a really cheap underwear and just keep that on the side for during the time of your period, and then you wear that only during your period, and then you have underwears for when you're not on your period. That would definitely work great. Also, washing your underwear and putting on new pairs of underwear during your period is very important. Also, your clothes. It's very important that you clean your clothes. You wash your clothes every single time. You do not repeat these clothes without washing them during your period, because during your period, your body is very intense with body odor. If you wear it the next day, make sure if you're gonna wear it the next day, you are washing this, because your body has this thing going on that is making everything very sensitive and very smelly. So make sure that you're washing your clothes. Now, if you do happen to leak through your clothes, you want to go ahead and use detergent with, you know, the certain amount of recommendation for detergent. Put a little bit of lemon also in your laundry if you can get the bottled lemon. I recently learned this as well. During your period, on your clothes, if you ever leak through your clothes, if you're washing it with whatever detergent that you're washing it with, get a bottle of lemon and put about half a cup inside your laundry. This is going to kill bacteria as well as give you a very fresh lemon smell during this time of your period. Also, I do want to let you know that remember that most smells during your period, whatever that you're smelling, is very, very normal. Okay, you're not eating no bad food, you're not about to die. Whatever you're smelling around your, you know, your period, whether it's fish, whatever is seafood, or whatever the smell may be, chicken, rotten chicken, rotten eggs, whatever it is that you were smelling at that time, is very, very normal during this time of your period. You know, and blood also has a slight metallic smell to it. So if you smell this type of smell, like a metallic smell, you're absolutely fine. No, you know, it shouldn't cause any concern to panic. Also, during the hot weathers, you definitely want to wear lighter and looser clothes. During this time, it's very, it would be an ideal to go out with lighter clothes, you know, clothes that allows air to kind of circulate underneath there. Cotton underwear is my all-time recommendation and fave. You know, if you're gonna wear pants, maybe jogging pants, or not sweatpants, but like, you know, cotton throw-on pants, just something very light and that would allow air to kind of circulate down there. Because with the heat and the combination of you know, being hot down there, and also with your pads and your tampons or the sweat combination, you can just imagine how devastating of a smell you're going to experience, right? So that's something to also, you know, think about. Or, you know, and also drinking a lot of water. I mean, water is something that you should be drinking anyways, so that's something that should come natural to you. For me, I drink a lot of water. Like, if you come to my fridge, you'll never find juice. I don't drink juice. I've never loved juice anyway, so that has really helped me on kind of clearing a lot of like my body acne and my pimples and stuff like that. And yeah, so water is very important during this time. So drinking a lot of water will have you go into the bathroom, and while you're going to the bathroom, you're not going to, you know, put on your dirty pad. I hope you're actually not doing it, because I know I have a lot of younger people on here on my channel who might not even know these things, or probably do these things, or never been told not to do these things. But if you are doing this, I do recommend that you don't. If you need to use the bathroom and you put on a tampon, please don't put back on the old one. You know, don't put back on the old tampon just because you want to save on money or something like that. If you don't have tampon on you, another tip that you can use is maybe toilet paper, roll up toilet paper, stack them, and then put it in your underwear till you can actually have access to tampon. It works just as good. Tissue paper works just as good, right? So, you know, these are my tips for you guys. I don't know if I've left anything. I try to not run around too much. I hope this helps. The vinegar and water method is something that I've been loving. I wish I can remember whoever recommended this to me. If you're allergic to vinegar, then I don't recommend you trying it. But even before you try anything, as always, I tell people to test it on their arms just to ensure that you don't have any allergic reaction. So imagine if you're allergic to this and you go and you know, splash yourself under there, and you're just gonna break out in like God knows what and be like, Geneva told me to try this. So please, in anything and everything that I showed you guys on here, I need you to test it out on your arms for a couple hours just to make sure that you don't have any allergic reaction. So yeah, and that's about it for this video. I hope you guys love that video. I'll link the other video down below, so if you missed it, you can definitely check it out. Let me know if I also missed out on anything, or if you have any other tips that you want to share with me. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. So I love you all so much, as per usual, and be sure to thumbs up this video. If you're not a subscriber, don't just be watching for free. You know, you gotta join the family, so hit the subscription button. I don't know, there. I don't even know what YouTube is doing these days, but make sure you subscribe. I love you all so much, as per usual, and I will catch you all later.